Hey guys, it's Kevin. Today I have the Whirl S to talk about. So, first, before I do anything, I want to say thank you to my 1,000+ subscribers. Really humbled and overwhelmed at the idea that there's 1,000 people that subscribe to this channel just to see what my thoughts are on some vapes. You know, less than 5 months ago is when I first posted a review, and since then it's been kind of crazy. I get comments, you know, every day, all day, you know, that I try and respond to. And also my Instagram has kind of exploded. I started with like 200 Instagram followers. I'm at over 3,000 now. So again, you know, thank you guys for all of the support, and you know, it's helped keep me smoke free. Like, that's for real, right? Like, the idea that I'd be a hypocrite if I go back and smoke, okay? It's really kept me from doing it. So thank you very much. And now with that, what better of a device to review for my 1,000th review than a Uwell device, but also a Uwell device that isn't out yet, or it's maybe just starting to get out. I'm not sure. But that's going to be the Uwell Whirl S. I've had a video up for, I think, a little over a month now. The second I saw this device advertised on a Chinese vape site, right? And it showed all of the marketing images and stuff. I was like, oh my God, that's my perfect vape, right? So this has been one that I've been waiting on. I've been trying, contacting people, trying to get a hold of Uwell to send me one. Uwell hasn't officially announced the Whirl S yet, believe it or not. But a couple of us have already now gotten it in our hands, and we're posting reviews. I am, right? So, but anyway, with that said, let's talk about the Whirl S and how it vapes, right? First off, it comes in this box. Now, I knew that I was getting the rainbow color because they told me, but I know that Cloud Mix also had a black one. So when I got this box, and I was saying to myself, oh man, they pulled off a black one for me. Nice. No, unfortunately I got the rainbow iridescent. So when you get your box, you know, it'll tell you the color on the back there, right? But overall, what comes in the box? It's got a nice little sleeve. Then it opens up into this. And we know I don't really do much in terms of unboxings, but just because not too many people have done unboxings of them yet, I'm just gonna kind of show you what you have. You got some Whirl S O-rings that it comes with. Sounds like Liz is coming down, probably with the baby. You know, an FDA regulation warning. And then you've got your user manual. There's really not much to know about the user manual or anything like that. But I'll go over the basic features. And there we got little Logan and Liz. Hi. She just stuck her tongue out at me.
You look like a bum.
You look like a bum. No, you don't. You look beautiful. You look beautiful. He looks really cute. Are you telling me you want me to show him off? I'll show him off. Come here. He does look really cute. Dressed him up very well. Hi. Look at how big this guy's getting. Oh, he hates Daddy's lights though. Look at this cute little guy. Daddy's got 1,000 subscribers. He does. That's pretty cool, right? Oh, you do. You look super precious. Aw.
You look so mad now.
He does look a little mad now. Oh, come here. Give me smiles. Give everybody smiles. Can you give people smiles? Oh, what's up? He's not gonna smile right now. He doesn't like Daddy's lights, but he's gonna give them back to Mommy. And then I'm gonna finish the review. I swear to God, guys, this isn't planned. Usually what ends up happening is Liz goes upstairs. I figure it'll be quiet, and then so I've got this review to do, so I'll start it, and then it just takes me a while to get started up. I gotta clean my desk. Yes, that is a cleaned up desk, right to the side of me, right? That is a cleaned up version. And then, yeah, you know, by the time I get this started, here come Liz and Logan. But I haven't heard anybody complain about that. I've heard people complain about other things, just not that. But anyway, inside the box, you know, you get your user manual, you get your FDA stuff, like all the literature that you would normally get. And then the important thing that it comes with is obviously the device, right? So the device comes in there, right? And it also comes with this box. And in this box, it's gonna have your USB-C charging cable. It is a tiny charging cable, like tinier than even the e-leaf one that I got. So it's pretty ridiculous. Like, that's not a smart move in my mind for you all to have. But you gotta remember too that this is like sample stuff, so it could change. I did notice on that don't eat the desiccant. Is that what it says it is? Yeah, don't eat the desiccant. And then here's your coil, okay? But coils do look a little familiar. I noticed that P. Basardo talked a little bit about it. Coil looks very, very similar to the Caliber and G coil, right? So the question is, well, why didn't they end up just using the Caliber and G coils for these? Answer for that, I don't know. It looks, I've measured these Caliber and G coils kind of perfectly and beautifully. Looks to have the same exact diameter, and that's going to be 6 millimeters. You know, I'm sorry, the Whirl S looks to have the same diameter, so 6 millimeters, but then obviously it tapers up at the top. Now, it might be the same diameter of, I believe, no, it looks like it's smaller. So you're probably looking at like a 3 or 4 millimeter diameter up at the top. Why they couldn't just use Caliber and G coils in this, I don't know. That's a big, I don't know, not super happy about that. I've been sort of trying to make my own adapters for popular coils and tanks and stuff like that. So, but I'll talk about that when I get some actual samples in that I can try safely, right? But anyway, so with that said, it's a 0.8 ohm coil. One thing I can tell you is that it does vape differently than the 0.8 ohm Caliber and G coil. That could be a good thing or a bad thing, depends on ultimately your individual taste. For me, it's a pretty good thing. But I still do like the Caliber and G coils as well. Overall, some features of the Whirl S, right? It's got obviously 0.8 ohm coils. It comes with 2 of those, right? And then the Whirl S battery itself is a much higher milliamp hour rating. Let's see. So it looks like it's advertising 1450 milliamp hours, maximum wattage of 18 watts. So that's where the 0.8 ohm coil comes in. They are calling it a maximum wattage. So whether or not this is regulated, I don't know. Haven't vaped on it enough to really tell. I kind of feel like it wouldn't be regulated if it's like Uwell's other devices. But really, super easy to use. You just press the button 5 times, turn it on, and then fill it up, and you're done, right? So when you first get it, all you gotta do is unscrew this top, and then there you've got your fill tank, okay? Or your fill holes for the tank. Very simple and easy. Screw it back on, auto draw, and enjoy, right? So let's talk about the features real quick. Just the idea that you have a push button, right? Push to fire. And auto draw. When it comes to removing the pod, all you do is you just lift it up, okay? Down here at the bottom of the pod, and you can see there is some condensation on this, right? Just so you know. I wouldn't call it leaking, I would call it condensation at this point. But then you can adjust your airflow, right? So coming in here, I adjust the airflow. I'm gonna put this all the way opened up. And then one somewhat frustrating thing about it, but something that can be fixed if you just pay a little bit better attention to it, is you can put this in the wrong way and you'll see what's. And let me just kind of show you the tank itself. Fingerprint magnet, like crazy, okay? But you can take the tank apart and you can wash it with water. So that's a nice little feature that they have there. And these are the pieces that I'm telling you about here. So that little notch has to line up with the right sized notch here for this to actually close up. So here we got the smaller side, line that up and it's in, right? That can be a little bit irritating, but so far I haven't had it flying off on me or anything like that. You know, like when I'm pushing it, now I'll go crazy with it. Nothing flying out, all right? So that's really good, okay? So the magnets are strong enough to keep it in. That's a big, big plus. Overall, yeah, at this point, I'll just kind of tell you how it vapes and I'll compare it to some of the other ones. Real quick, I'm going to take 3 drags of this and I'm going to take 3 drags of the Caliburn G 0.8 and I'll tell you what I think. I took a longer 3rd drag because it's just nice. Okay, 3 drags. Making sure the airflow's open. It is. Really comparable vape. They taste very similar. The main difference is that this is a much warmer vape. But when I say much warmer, I don't mean like it's bubbling and going crazy or anything like that. Oh, how could I also mention another feature that's on this, or forget to mention it? Removable drip tip. Really nice, okay? Like, so far, that's the biggest con of this. Can't seem to find the perfect drip tip for it yet. The one that it comes with, I'm not super wild about, so I've been testing it with 2 different ones. I also have a stainless steel drip tip that I was using with it as well, but I don't know. Still just gotta find the right one. But anyway, overall, it's a warmer vape, very comparable to the 0.8 ohm Caliburn G coil. I'm gonna close off the airflow here and go for just a straight up mouth to lung vape of it. Here we go. Closing it off. And then I'm gonna pull out the Cocoa Prime for that, right? Okay, 3 drags. Really good. Cocoa Prime closed off 1 ohm coil. you know, personally, I think I prefer the flavor of the 1 ohm coil, but it's still pretty comparable. Overall, like I know that Phil Bissardo was talking about how well this actually does in terms of airflow, and it absolutely does. Let me just kind of zero it in. That to me is a solid mouth to lung airflow. Let's see. Beautiful. Yeah. Very, very good. And much tighter. I mean, this can get much tighter than the Caliburn G coil. Or rather, the 1 ohm coil. Yeah, I mean, it's a good product. It's a really, really good product. Is it enough to make me put my Coco Prime 1 ohm coils in the drawer? No, not yet. I just really, really prefer these, you know, in terms of flavor. But remember, I mean, flavor is subjective. In terms of like, you know, can I see myself chain vaping with this? Yeah, it's what I've been doing all day since I got it. So yes, I can absolutely chain vape this thing. It's maybe a little bit louder than I'd like. But yes, very, very good. In terms of flavor, it's got to be a 9 in flavor. I mean, it's no slouch at all, right? Compared to my other favorite vapes, right? Favo Sticks, the 0.6 coil. Comparable there too. In fact, I mean, they seem to kind of have a similar taste to them. Well, I mean, I guess that's good. It's the same juice in there, right? I dislike how loud this is right now. You might need to play around with finding the right airflow and the right volume even, right? You know what? I wonder if it's a drip tip. I think got drip tips a little loose too. No, it's not a drip tip. But I like that drip tip. That's a good one. All right. So, yeah, I mean, a way cooler vape, way warmer vape. But again, it's not bubbling up and hitting my mouth or anything like that. So that's good, right? Compare it to the V3. You can hear Liz's vape just flying. Like she's using the Boost Pro right now. Yeah, I can actually hardly taste this after vaping this. So, I mean, it's a great flavor producer. I think overall, guys, you can't go wrong with the Whirl S. I mean, if you buy it, it's got a huge battery, adjustable airflow, you know, like removable drip tip. It only has a 2 milliliter like tank capacity. That's kind of, I wish, like, given the size of the battery and all that, and the overall just everything else that's on it, right? I wish maybe it came with like a 3 milliliter capacity. The juice windows are nice. I can see that I'm kind of getting low, But like essentially what they always recommend, and what I recommend too with the Caliburn coils, are that once you start getting into the area where you can see the cotton is, try and make sure to fill up your juice, right? Don't let it go too far under where the cotton comes in. That'll extend the life of your coils. It'll make it, yeah, I mean, you won't have, you know, your juice won't be turning as yellow or brown or anything like that if you're using sweet juices. But overall, there's really not much to complain about this. Is it the perfect vape? No. It's not quite the perfect vape. I would like to see more options in terms of power, right? I'd like to see maybe like a smooth, a medium, and a hard hit, right? I'd like to see, I'd like it to be a little bit quieter, to be honest, as well. But overall, I mean, what I'm planning on doing, I'm gonna Plastidip this, okay? Because I can't handle the rainbow, right? Or I'll probably buy another one. I'll buy another one too, right? And then I hope they release another coil for this too. I would like to have more coil options, right? I'd like to have like maybe a 1.2 ohm coil, right? Like the original Cocoa resistance, right? Or was that a 1.4? I forget. But yeah, like around there, that would be awesome. That would be awesome if they would release one of those. Yeah, so just overall, I mean, it's a great vape. I'm not gonna, you know, I don't want to crap on it or anything like that. Everything about it, this device is a pro, really. I mean, it's just the fact that we have 2 milliliter juice capacity. That's a decent amount of juice to have. Yeah, battery size, Type-C charging, auto drawer button fire. The button hasn't went off on me. You have to kind of press it hard to get to it, but oh, maybe, did I just turn it off? I did, darn it. Here we go, let's see, now it's on. But yeah, I mean, maybe if it didn't have a button, I'd be a little bit happier with it, with that. But overall, I mean, it's another A+ device. It's a Uwell device. I love Uwell. I'm a fanboy about all of their stuff. It tastes great. Good features. This is going to be pretty much an all-day vape for me. It's not enough for me to remove this from my pocket yet, or, you know, my V-through, maybe, I don't know, right? If I have to pick which ones I'm gonna roll with, if I had to pick 2, I think I'm rolling with these 2, okay? If I could pick 3, maybe rolling with these 3, right? But aside from that, guys, thank you again, and thank you to Clowmix again for sending this out. I've got one more review to do from Clowmix, and that is this beautiful Track 3 they sent me. Yeah. Now we'll get louder than this. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.